Hello, AJ76 Ian here. Welcome to AOR F12017 F8 Rd17, the American Grand Prix for the Circuit of the Americas in Austin. We've qualified 16th. We're on the harder, softer tyre. As you can see, it's cloudy, but we're expecting rain at some point in this race. We make a reasonable start, try and gain some positions up the inside, but that little tap with Seca through our own fault has actually compromised our exit, and we're down to 17th place. We've got Danny UK chasing us down behind us, and I think he just taps us there and spins in the background. Yellow flags come out, and this is the third race in a row where I've basically not been able to set my last qualifying lap. Basically I went out a little bit tight for time, but there were some quick guys on lap, so I had to back out, let them through. And I then realised I had to push in order to get across the line to set a lap, and rather embarrassingly managed to spin the car on my warm-up lap. So what did that cost me? Well, if I put my lap together as I should have done, I possibly could have been 11th. Full 20 car grid in this race, so again increasingly difficult to get anywhere near the top 10 with my speed. But 16th, there's a chance to maybe get some points from there. We're down to 17th at this point. As you can see, as usual on lap 1, fast and furious action going on ahead. Pretty clean stuff so far though. I was hoping to maybe pick up some spots here as our teammate Zeke runs wide 2 spots ahead of us. And we're expecting rain. The forecast, I think, said for a decent amount into the race as we go up the inside of Noodle Dougal, and we hold that position, but we were really wide. Heavy fuel load at the start of the race, and we've lost 2 spots. In fact, we've lost one to Dyson as well. So I was already getting a little bit frustrated here, and I give Dyson a little tap, which I don't mean to, and I get what I deserve, which was a damaged wing, which is just going to compromise me even further. I'd only spent about 10 laps practicing in the week, partly through lack of time, partly through my own choice, being a bit fed up. And I pay the price basically because I'm all over the shop at the moment. So this is forward to lap 4. We're in 18th place, and our engineer has called us in for the intermediate tyres. You can see it is raining. This was slightly earlier than I thought, but I don't think the time was too bad, because I think DRS was suspended almost immediately after I came out of the pit, so we weren't the only ones that did pit. So we're on to the intermediates, and we're in 18th. Now on to lap 4, and Dyson has a problem with the exit of the sweeping curves there, and we've gained a spot to 17th, and we're chasing down Caddy Damus in the Williams. Further round on lap 4, and we've got Noodle Dougal, who's pretty quick in the wet compared with us. Much better wet weather driver than he is with us. We tend to be fairly well matched in the dry, depending on the circuit. And he's going to try and make a move up the inside, is he? Not quite. But he gets a better exit from the hairpin. He's on the outside of us. We give each other room. Really good clean racer, Noodle Dougal. Never have any worries that I'm going to have any contact with him. And we managed to hold the position for now. Coming up through this triple right-hander. And I run really wide, understeer off in the conditions. Noodle Dougal takes advantage. We're down to 18th. But he runs wide at the next corner, so we get a chance to get up the inside of him again, which we do. Back up to 17th, but then we run wide. It's a bit amateur out here in these conditions. And Noodle Dougal gets a chance to get a run on us up towards the uphill turn 1. So no DRS, remember, but he's got a bit of slipstream. Comes up the inside, we give him room. Try and go side by side around the outside. And the wet line around the outside can sometimes be better, and that's worked at the moment for us. And we managed to hold on to what is at the moment 14th. So lap 5, and Noodle Dougal has done a better job in the first sector and has got alongside us down the main back straight. And we think about having a dive up the inside, but we're not quite close enough to make that move stick. Noodle Dougal runs wide, but we're not close enough to take advantage. Further around the lap, we're in 14th place as Danny UK makes a late dive. Luckily we see him. More Than Amazing goes through as well, so we're starting to plunge down what's left of this field, down to 16th spot. More Than Amazing is going to try and go up the inside of Daniel UK, which he does quite nicely. Daniel UK tries to switch back, and this was quite fun to watch these two guys at it. On to lap 6, and we lose another spot, this time to Rob 2K, who's a quick driver out of position, being this slowed down. And once he got through, there was little no chance we were going to get by. We'd done no laps whatsoever in the wet in practice. So next lap, lap 7, and we've got our teammate Zeke close behind us. And I tried to go to the inside line to defend, but we've got no confidence on the brakes. I think that's the main thing in the wet, which you get with practice. You kind of learn your braking points a bit, and I've got nothing to reference. So lap 11, and our engineer Jeff has decided to call us in for wets, and like a fool we listened to him, and it was the wrong call. So Jeff will be going on the naughty step when we get back to the factory later. Forward to lap 14, we're struggling on these wet tyres. We're not the only ones, and in fairness to Seki, he's making them work a little bit better than us in the Haas, and he is looking quicker than us. And I think he's probably done exactly what we did and listened to our engineer, and at least we're having a battle with each other, even if the others on intermediates are pulling away. Seki's going to make a move up the inside here. Good clean move. Again, another racer that I have no problems going wheel to wheel with. And I did think that we could maybe latch onto the back of him and maybe pull ourselves up a little bit. And we try and go down the inside, but again it's too late. So lap 15, we've had enough of these wets. Jeff's called us in for intermediates. We are listening to him again, but I think it's clearly the right choice. Most of the guys I think are on intermediates apart from Seka and ourselves at this point. So we're going to change from the blue marked full wet tyres to the green marked intermediate tyres. And we're changing our wing because we had a slight off in the previous corner and damaged our wing ever so slightly. And we're going to rejoin in 17th, I believe. So here we are, lap 16. I decide to push because I'm fed up of driving really, really slowly, and that's what happens when I push. My first DNF of the season, disappointingly, but I got exactly what I deserved for such a poor lack of practice during the week. I'll try and put a bit more practice in for Mexico. Just seeing a few highlights here of some of the battles involving McQuiz, David Ben, Denzamo. I'll not put the championship standings up because we still don't know who's won between Denzamo and David Ben. They're debating it at the moment because I think there were some problems with some strange penalties or glitches. I think Washi will certainly finish third and McQuiz not too far behind him, so Washi will still lead the championship. We've almost certainly lost the championship, 6th place to Honk Donk. Join us next week in Mexico.